Well, from my experience, phases that a company goes through. Most software people like to focus on the first one, which is to build the product. We love that because that's what us software people love to do. We build it. That requires software talent, and we're here today to talk about that software talent and continue to grow and build that software talent in the state. But there's a little bit more to building a software business than collecting some software talent and writing some code. I tend to think of it as just three more phases. And a good software company is going to have a strategy for each one of these. You don't have to just build it, but if you like to get paid, you actually have to sell it. And then there's go-to-market models, and there's sales and marketing mix, and there's a different stream of professionals now that I need to tap into. Sales and marketing professionals, and people can understand go-to-market partnerships and how that's going to work. But when I'm done selling it, now I can pay the bills. But while you were here, why stop there? Let's scale it. Scaling it is wholly yet a different set of skills. It's about understanding economics of the business and understanding where are the critical centers of gravity in your market. Where are the bottlenecks? How do I flank the enemy? And how do I break through those bottlenecks and get to a scalable business model that I can build a company out of? And then any good strategy that doesn't know how to finish with finesse probably needs to be rethought, because every industry comes and every industry goes, and every product line comes and every product line goes. And the key to being a long-term sustainable organization is to understand when product life cycles come to a close, finish with finesse, grab the next wave of growth, and keep on moving. So we have to have strategies that understand all those phases. We have to have solid strategies in each one of those phases. We have to have solid execution in each one of those phases. That's fairly obvious. Here's the challenge. We need talent. We need talent in the business executives and the sales and marketing executives and in the software executives if we're going to traverse and execute across all of that. So as we think through that challenges, think through how important they are. Let me point out two companies that are materially software companies. You probably recognize them. Second largest company in the world, market cap-wise, is Apple. Pretty much made their money writing software. Got some nice devices too. But software is what their secret sauce is. What's the third largest market cap company in the world? Microsoft. You know, when I moved here 25 years ago, most people couldn't even spell software. Now, two of the top three largest companies in the world are software companies who employ software engineers. It's a good time to be in software. But think about those two companies for a second. When you think about Apple, is innovation play any part in their success? You think? And you think through that, is it software engineering innovation? Yeah, it is. But there's more to it than that. Think about the iPad, but think before that the iPhone, the iPod, iTunes, not just selling devices, but a renewable revenue stream, building a store, tying the two together. That's called business model creativity. Now let's look at probably the most successful software company in the world, Microsoft. How many people here think Microsoft has innovative products? That's open to debate. I love Microsoft products. I use them all the time, but that's open to debate. Does anybody think there's any innovation at Microsoft? They have some of the most innovative licensing, go-to-market, packaging strategies on the planet. You don't get to have more bottom line revenue as the largest software company in the world, pure software company in the world. They've got more revenue than the second largest software company has total revenue. More bottom line profit. Nobody has figured out the economics of software the way that Microsoft has. That took a lot of creativity, took a lot of talent. And they have exploited it. People say, well, they got that because they got a monopoly. Well, exactly how many man-made monopolies does one company get? They're on their fifth. No one handed it to them. That's innovation at work. That's talent at work. What does that have to do with Idaho software? Well, let's talk about our challenges. Number one, talent. We have talent in the state. We have software talent in the state, and we've done some great things. We need to grow our talent. Can't grow an industry without a healthy pipeline of talent. We need software engineers. We need marketing and sales professionals. We need innovative people. We need software executives and business people who understand not just how to build it, but how to commercialize it and how to scale it. Does anybody think Groupon software is overly innovative from a software engineering standpoint? It's about $8 billion worth of innovation right now, last I checked. A lot of software success has to do with innovative business models. And a lot of it has to do with innovative software. We're going to grow this industry. We need to innovate on all vectors. We need talent, but talent's not enough. We need experience. It helps to understand, to watch, to learn, to have screwed it up a half a dozen times. I know I reached my quote on that years ago. The faster I can screw things up, hopefully the faster I can stumble into doing it right. And so we need experienced people who can help shape that talent to drive that next wave of growth. And then we need resources. But, I put that up there because a lot of people in this state have told me that we have shortage of resources, whether it be, VC resources or outsourcing resources or whatever, human resources. I kind of think of it this way, is if you solve the first two, the third one will take care of itself. If you don't solve the first two, then the third one might be a struggle. But we need all of these. All of these need to come together. That's the challenge we have. We've done great stuff. We've got great people. But we need to grow. We need to grow all of this in order to see some of the opportunity. How are we going to grow that? How do we meet that challenge? It starts here today, from my perspective. It starts with collaboration. We have talent who maybe doesn't have expertise in a certain area, but we have that expertise in the state. We have companies who maybe have an expertise in a certain area, but are missing talent in a different area. We can all do what we did at ProClarity as we grew, which is just start recruiting and trying to move people in as fast as possible into this state. But importing talent is one vector. We need to collaborate on importing talent. We need to collaborate on developing talent. We need to work all of these together to help meet the challenges we have and take advantage of the opportunity. So let me close with saying, I firmly believe that never in history have we had the potential that we have right now to be in software, to be in the state of Idaho, and to tap into that incredible potential. And it starts here, and it starts with the people in this room. Because potential never actually paid anybody's paycheck. Action pays people's paycheck. Taking risks, moving. Finding the talent, developing the talent, finding the experience, developing the experience, building the resources, building the community. That's what we hope to start here today. And it's the people in this room who are responsible for that next wave of growth. So, thank you.